Hey moms, I want to know what went right for you this Mother's Day. Can you go ahead and drop it in the comments? Just tell me what went right. I know something must have gone right. Tell me what that is. Because I feel like Mother's Day is the worst holiday for so many moms specifically. My 82-year-old bestie from my support group always says that expectations are resentments under construction, or expectations are resentments waiting to happen. And I feel like a lot of moms are perpetually let down every Mother's Day. They don't get the call or the flowers, or, their husband plans a camping trip with their 6 kids and mom wants to end it all. So I want to know what went right. It's like, yeah, I had to deal with quite a few meltdowns and a self-portrait given to me by my 4-year-old where I had saggy tits and one testicle. But there was a lot that went right. And I chose this weekend to focus on that, and it was hard, like, especially on Mother's Day itself. I was so tempted to text my ex and say, hey, the best Mother's Day present I could get is for you to go to rehab and get sober for your kids. That's the best Mother's Day gift I could ever had. And I was so close to sending it. And it's like, fucking no, Laura. You've asked a million times. It's not your responsibility. You're powerless. I am powerless over that. I need to stay in my lane and focus on things I can control, and even more so, focus on what's going right. So yeah, I will say my Mother's Day weekend was surprisingly amazing because I consciously made the decision that I was just going to focus on what was going right and focus on the beauty of it all and actually get to celebrate being a mom, and I don't know, Sunday morning, Alfie woke me up at 5:30 in the morning, and I was just dead set on making it a beautiful day. And so, yeah, we had this incredible morning where he went outside and played, and I got to just meditate for 35 minutes outside. It was beautiful. The birds were chirping. And then Poppy woke up and she asked if we could go for a swim at like 9 in the morning. And I was like, yeah, we can. And we just swam for hours. And we played chase in the pool, and we just were singing and playing, and I felt like a kid again. And I got this amazing workout too. Yeah. And then we got out of the pool and we were also exhausted. And we, how you get really hungry after the pool? We were all just starving, and we were cooking and listening to music and playing with Play-Doh. And I don't know, I was getting a lot of cuddles. And yeah, and then I put on a movie. Alfie asked for Cars 1, which he would watch that obsessively when he was from 2 to 4 years old. He watched that every single night. And he asked for it again. So I was like, all right, sure. We put on Cars 1. Yeah, it was just like a very chill day. And I just felt incredibly grateful to be their mom. Like, they're straight up obsessed with me, and they just want to snuggle and play and connect. And yeah, it was a fucking success, man. I mean, Saturday, and I was nervous too, because again, like, this is the first year that I haven't been with, that their dad hasn't been a part of the weekend, And so, yeah, there was just a lot of feelings that I wasn't denying. I was just choosing to get into radical acceptance of, this is my life, this is my circumstance, this is what it looks like. How can I focus on what's right and what's good about this? Okay, so there you go. And I want to know what went right on your Mother's Day. What went right about it? I also had my lovely boyfriend, get me really beautiful flowers and a massage and my nails done. Like, I feel very incredibly grateful. And because I'm on the positivity train, and this is not toxic positivity, by the way. This is just me consciously choosing to focus on what is good in my life. I'm still going to deal with the storm that's over here and inevitable, but I'm choosing to spend the majority of my energy in what is going right and what I want in my life rather than what's going wrong and what I don't want. So with that being said, I want to read to you 10 mind-blowing facts about being a mother. Like that just is so fucking cool and it'll blow your mind. All right. So here are some scientifically backed facts that prove that being a mom is basically a superpower. Did you know that moms' brains physically change? So becoming a mom actually rewires your brain. It enhances emotional intelligence, enhances decision-making and memory. And before you say all this about, well, what about mom brain? I don't fucking remember why I walk into a room ever. That is real, but that's actually not like a cognitive decline. That's just a recalibration. It's a recalibration. So your brain, especially like right after childbirth, focusing on what's essential for your child's survival. So motherhood enhances areas of the brain associated with empathy and emotional regulation. This is why we cry at dog food commercials now. By the way, we probably have to bleep the fucks. And if you want the fully uncensored podcast, go to my Patreon, patreon.com/LauraCleary. You get everything fully uncensored. Plus you get lives with me every week where I get to know you and we chat about literally everything and anything. It's just like besties hanging out. So if you want that extra close community, really, of, let's be real, it's mostly like millennial moms, women, not all moms, but millennial women. And it's just, you girls are awesome. Like the women in there are so fucking cool. And I feel like I'm getting to know you more and it's really fun. So I go live every week on Patreon. Plus you get all the uncensored. Okay. Next cool fact. When you become a mom, you literally become a chimera. Do you know what a chimera is? That's CHIMERA. So your child's DNA literally lives inside of your body for decades after childbirth. That's like fascinating and disturbing. So the fetal cells aid. Okay. And then why this is, I mean, it's just cool. It's cool that your kid's cells are just in you. Like that's interesting. But what's really fucking cool about it is that the fetal cells aid in healing. So the fetal cells in our body could assist in repairing maternal tissues like the heart and the liver. Are you kidding? So yeah, my kids' cells are literally fixing my organs. Being a mom also gives you improved stress resilience. Dude, that is so true. Mothers often develop better coping mechanisms for stress and multitasking. Like I can literally juggle a screaming toddler, a boiling pot, and a work call without flinching. Moms also have elevated oxytocin levels, which is the love hormone. So the love hormone remains elevated in mothers, promoting bonding and stress relief. I gotta say, like oxytocin has probably kept me from selling my kids on eBay during tantrums. But in all honesty, I don't know, did y'all co-sleep? Because my kids are 4 and 6. And when I tell you, I still sleep with them. Like they're on either side of me, just snuggled in. And man, the oxytocin is flowing in that bed. I also feel like if you're a working mom, and you miss some hours during the day with your kids, co-sleeping is just incredible bonding. Like I wake up in the morning and I feel like, wow, I just got 10 hours with you guys. And you just feel so close and there's so many snuggles and I love yous and it's just the best. And then I feel like when we wake up to go to school, they just feel so secure and so loved and so safe because they just spent 10 hours snuggling me. And I get, you know, if your spouse doesn't want you to, or you don't want to because you need your personal space, like it really, at the end of the day, comes down to whatever works for you. You know, a happy mom is a happy household, and apparently like the mental state of the mom is a huge indicator of like how the kids are going to turn out. So do whatever the you got to do to be happy, right? Or to be at peace. But for me personally, I love it. I think it's incredible. And I know it can't last forever. I don't want two teenagers sleeping with me. I'm just savoring every day. And I think it was too when Stephen and I split up when they were 1 and 3. That's kind of around the time, like they were in their own rooms, you know, when they were that age. And then when we split, I was just struggling to get, you know, my 1-year-old to sleep. And then my 3-year-old would want me, and they were both crying for me. And I'd have to run to Alfie's room and then back to Poppy's room and then back to Alfie's room. And it was like 2 hours a night of just trying to get these kids settled in their own rooms. And one day I was like, you know what? Just come lay with me. And they were like, okay. And then they hopped in my bed, and within 2 minutes, they were like, and then I was like, it was amazing. And that's been for at least a year and a half, I would say. We've been co-sleeping. Okay, next fun fact. Mothers are the most trusted figures. Globally, mothers are often the most trusted individuals, surpassing doctors and teachers. Yeah. I think that's pretty cool. These are some little fun, positive facts. Moms also have a shared pain perception. So moms' brains can perceive their child's pain as their own. I don't know, like that's a fun fact, but it's kind of cool. So like when my kid stubs her toe, I'm like, ow! I could just feel it. I mean, not really, but you know. All right, that's kind of those are like my fun mom facts. I feel like there's more fun ones. Like if you have any more fun, cool mom facts, drop them in the comments. You know, just like being a mom is cool. I hope you guys had a really great Mother's Day. And even if it was really shitty, maybe tell me a moment that wasn't. Also, on today's episode, my Pamela Pupkin character interviews Patti Stanger, who is a millionaire matchmaker, 3rd-generation millionaire matchmaker. And when I tell you, I was so psychotically obsessed with her in like 2011, I just could not get enough. Like I was watching Millionaire Matchmaker, just binging that shit. I'd be up till like 3 a.m. watching that shit. If you haven't seen Millionaire Matchmaker, go look it up. It's probably on whatever streaming service. I don't know. Just Google it. But it's so good. And she's such a character. And she's just so sassy and just perfect for reality TV. Dude, and then I realized she followed me and I was like, oh my God, she has to come on my podcast. And then instead of me interviewing her, I'm like, let me just let Pamela do it because it'll be funnier. And so that's what we did. And I think it's really funny. So Pamela Pupkin interviews icon Patti Stanger, and it's super funny. I suggest you watch if you want to giggle and increase your oxytocin. Hi, y'all. I'm Pamela Pupkin, and you're watching the Pamela Pupkin podcast starring Pamela Pupkin. I'm Pamela Pupkin. They say the most important decision you'll ever make is who you choose to spend the rest of your life with. Boy, did I that one up. My ex is currently in Las Vegas, gambling away our savings and banging a escort named Gertrude. He's got a senior fetish. And this is why I'm so excited to introduce our first guest today. 3rd-generation millionaire matchmaker, known for her no-nonsense, some would say approach. Relationship, I up the word. Relationship expert,
and hottie with a body, Patti Stanger. Come on out. Woo! Come on. Come on. Dance. Just keep dancing a little bit.
A little more dance.
Yeah.
A little more dance. A little more dance. Okay. Hear this back music. Okay.
That's great. Just look happier to be here.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay.
Patti Stanger. Clap. Patti, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, well, thank you for
How you
having
feeling
me.
today?
I like your outfit.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. Wow. I've been a fan for a long time.
Thank you.
Yes, you're amazing.
Thank you.
You're amazing. So you're a third generation matchmaker.
Correct.
So that means you've been matchmaking for 100 years. Aren't you tired?
At least 100 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think has changed in the dating scene?
Well, I think that everybody could blame the apps, but I don't really blame the apps. I blame laziness. Laziness, yeah.
Do you think that social media and dating apps have turned people into massive sluts?
I think they used to. I think now they've become so isolated in their own environments, like no one's getting out of the house and no one's dating. So in the early days, like maybe the Tinder era, they were, but now like that's over. Like everybody's obsessed with TikTok and YouTube, as you know, and they're not just doing it anymore. They're not getting out of the house. Men are not asking women out also. That's another thing. I'm blaming the men. I know I'm going to get yelled at. I'll get canceled for that.
Right, because everybody's
women have to
so
wait for
sensitive.
men.
You can't say anything.
No, because women have to wait for men to ask them out. Like, you're
Why
old
is
school. Because didn't Jesus do that? Just asking.
That's right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus was a man, right? Okay. And in old school culture, women, women waited to be received, and they fielded offers, and they were gentlemen. Now it's all about like, let's split 50-50, you pay for me. Like,
How do you
like
feel
the roles
about
of-
50-50?
I don't like 50-50.
Tell me why.
I hate it because
Sorry.
it
The kale
basically
juice.
it neutralizes the sex in the relationship.
50-50 does?
50-50 neutralizes the sex, so you go into a friendship zone.
Really?
Yeah,
So
because
the women aren't going to get wet with 50-50?
No, like think about it. A woman's not going to get all sexually aroused and
You
wet.
ever been in a 50-50 relationship?
Yes, hated it.
Okay,
Hated
so
it.
practice what you preach.
Hated it. Hated
Practice
it.
what you preach.
Hated it. Also, don't like when a woman pays for a man. I'm old school.
Okay. Have you ever paid for a man?
Yes, and
Okay,
I hated it.
So
Hated it.
you're not really
see,
you're
and you
not
know
really
what?
taking your own advice.
No, I've tried. No, in
Okay.
other words, I've made mistakes to
Those
understand.
who can't do teach.
Yeah, what? I've made mistakes to understand what I've done wrong so that when I teach, I can prove my theory.
I see. So you're saying
Yeah.
here's all the ways that I fucked up, so you don't have to.
Exactly.
I see.
Exactly.
That makes sense. Okay. Let me see. Do you ever question if marriage is just a beautifully packaged trap, selling eternal happiness while binding people with legal, financial, and societal chains, that at its core, it's just a quiet prison of unmet expectations and fading intimacy?
You've had a really rough time for you to say that. You thought of that. I don't think it's a prison. I think it's what you make it.
So why are 52% of people divorced and the 48% that are still married want to kill each other? Answer me that.
Because
Riddle me that, Patti.
relationships are hard to make
Okay.
it keep going. It's really good in the beginning. You got a lot of dopamine,
Right.
serotonin, all the fun stuff. And a couple, 2-3 years in, you become roommates. Look at Jessica Alba. She just said she's getting a divorce
getting a
because
divorce.
they're like roommates. And that said, the sex went off the cliff, and she makes more money than the man. And those kind of,
Who's going to make more money than Jessica Alba?
Well, look at Jessica Simpson. She's getting a divorce for the same reason.
Everybody's getting a divorce.
Well, when the woman eclipses the man and is more successful, it doesn't really work because the men cannot handle it.
That's why we're single.
That's why a lot of them are single.
Do people give you a lot of shit for being a matchmaker who's single?
No.
Okay.
I mean, yes and no. Like people, the
Guys, what's going on?
Oh, okay.
Lazarus?
He's just moving me right now.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Can I answer that question again?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Just
I'll wait till there's something moving. Is it making noise?
Lazarus, come fix my hair, please.
I just want to say I love you so
thank you
much.
so
Oh my God, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes.
Why this shirt?
I just thought it would be something. I lost 10 pounds and stuff.
Yay,
So
good
I'm
for
just trying to
you.
really get my figure out there.
You're not taking Ozempic?
No, I'm not taking Ozempic.
Do you
but
think he should?
Well, everybody's on the juice. Anybody you see skinny? Come on, Mindy Kaling, come on,
I
skinny.
know. I
On the
think
juice.
I thought about it. And I even asked, you know.
Actually, Teraziptide's better.
I heard that.
That's
I heard
way
that.
better,
And
way
I was talking
better.
to my mom about that, but she told me just to do the old-fashioned way. So I've been really just working out, going to the gym. I got me a
Good for
trainer and
you.
stuff like that. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Okay. Off.
'Cause-
Okay, so back to what you were saying.
All right, so basically, when you're a matchmaker and you're single or divorced, whatever, you're going to get shit no matter what. But the real people that really love you, they understand. I have my own issues. I'm in LA, I'm older, and I'm trying to find someone at my own level, which is really hard. And I really should be back on the East Coast where they're better men than they are in LA, because LA has terrible men, terrible men. Don't come here. If you're listening, don't come here. There's nobody for anyone. It's really awful.
So you think you'd have better luck on the East Coast?
Yeah, men are way more old school.
In what way?
And there's more men. Do you know that more, if when you go east of the Mississippi, do you know more of the population in the United States lives there than the West?
So you're blaming Los Angeles.
I'm blaming Los Angeles because it's a bunch of, kids who are like, I'm start talking like you because I'm getting all Southern. I'm blaming Los Angeles because the men are children.
Okay, I see.
And the women are suffering, and they're the most beautiful women in the world.
Okay, what's your...
I said something hit a nerve, and it's all good. All good. All good. Thank you, Lazarus.
No problem, girlfriend.
If you stop fucking talking, I swear to God.
Just gonna come you. Okay, I'm ready. Sorry.
Okay. How do you tell the difference between compatibility and infatuation? I'm asking for a friend who dated a man who bought her a margarita and then stole her car. That friend is me.
Chemistry is usually infatuation until it becomes a serious relationship. Compatibility is like, does all the things in your life line up? Do you want to get married? I want to get married. Do you want to live together first? I want to live together first.
Do you want to do or do you prefer?
Right, you want to do, you want to do, yeah, pegging. Oh yeah, peg. Okay. And
Thoughts on
I have no interest in it, but I'm sure a lot of people like it.
I love it.
I don't want to be the man. I like to be dominated, to be honest with you.
what?
I'm the man all day at work. I don't want to be the man. I like to be dominated. I like you to get on top of me and feel the weight on you.
I see.
You know?
I see. Okay.
I am a total bottom.
Okay. I like that. Now, why do you think it is that so many of us keep dating the wrong type of person over and over? Is it because we're dumb or because we're fucking stupid?
Because the lesson hasn't been learned yet. So the more you keep doing it, the more you get closer to finishing the lesson. And then when you stopped attracting that same type of person, the lesson is over. You've completed, you graduated.
I see. I see. Do you feel like you've learned the lesson?
Yes, completely.
Really?
My dad was an alcoholic and was abusive to my mother and my sister and I. And I attracted the secret alcoholic who the money went up and down. I don't attract that anymore.
I see.
Yeah, and I went through a couple of them.
Really?
Oh yeah, they hide that they're
terrible.
using.
That's
It's
my
terrible.
type too. My
Yeah.
dad,
Hot,
same
sexy,
thing.
Yes. Fool me once, fool me
Passionate.
twice, fool me 3 times, and I'm done. Yeah. Usually
he's
by the
picking
third
up
time.
the meth
Third
type.
time I usually get it. Yeah.
Okay, Patti, you mentioned breaking ancestral wounds to have a healthy relationship. Does that mean I need to forgive my son to the grandma?
Yes. You gotta forgive your, like, for instance, one wound, let's say you've always been poor and every generation has been poor. That's an ancestral wound. Someone along that ancestral line should be breaking it and become successful. We don't have to be poor just because our forefathers are. So that is the wounds, but you do it in relationships too. Like if you've always attracted people who did drugs, okay? Maybe grandma was a drug addict or great-grandma was a drug addict or grandfather. So you want to like break those patterns. But sometimes they're subtle wounds. Sometimes they're like everybody in my line criticizes and I'm a criticizer. It could be traits also. It doesn't always have to be something tremendous.
I see. Okay, this is really insightful. This is really good.
Thank you.
You know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Thank you. She's talking again.
We could just hear. I could hear you.
I just agree with a lot she's saying.
Okay. Why do all men cheat?
I don't think they all cheat.
Patty.
They don't all cheat.
Patty.
They don't all cheat. They don't all cheat.
I've got 3 words for you. Stephen fucking Hawking.
Okay. They don't all
He fucking cheated.
I know. I don't know how he cheated. How did he cheat?
That's what I'm saying. He fucking blinked twice and she showed her.
Well, I mean, I think that, okay, they don't all cheat.
Patty.
My father didn't cheat on my mother. I know
That
that
you
for a
know
fact.
of.
No, I know he didn't.
How do you know?
Because he was obsessed with her.
He was cheating
Yeah.
on her with alcohol, though.
No, he didn't. My father wasn't that sexual. He was obsessed with her. I know when a man's sexual. I mean, I do this for a living. My dad was majorly in love with my mother, emotionally and sexually, and he was loyal. Okay, my mother would have
different
cheated.
time.
My mother would have cheated on my father,
Really?
but not my father. Yeah, I don't think they either cheated, but
It was a different
It was
time.
a different era. Okay.
Do you think OnlyFans, the apps, is that making people too sexual, too slutty?
The reason men cheat, that not all of them. If you say an absolute, it becomes a reality,
Oh,
right?
God.
You got to stop saying your absolutes.
Oh, God.
What would Jesus say?
Oh, my
Okay,
God.
I'm just saying that's
Yes.
wrong, right?
Okay.
So the
Okay.
point is, when men cheat, it's not about you, it's about them. However, how you allow from the moment you find out they cheated to how you allow it to transpire. Like if you say, we're going to stay together for the sake of the kids and we're going to work on it, okay, and then he does it again, that's on you. That's on you.
So you're big into manifestation.
Yes, I am.
Okay. And so now that means if I were to say all men cheat, that's my reality, that's going to be my reality.
That's an ancestral thing, probably from your. That's ancestral. So you might have in your lineage a grandmother, grandfather, whoever it is. Cheating was in the lineage. You program it into your brain, and then your reality becomes that. And Stephen shows you, or right.
I need to change my
right.
But then what do I
But
just
like
lie?
you-
Do I just lie to myself and say,
Yes.
oh, no men cheat,
No.
every man's
No,
loyal.
you say
Oh,
nobody
yeah.
cheats on me.
Nobody cheats on me.
Nobody cheats on me because I'm so worthy of love. Why would anybody cheat on me?
Wow.
And when Stephen Hawking got cheated on his wife or whatever, I know somebody else who's famous in the news who's blind that cheated on his wife too. By the way, I'll tell you afterwards. I can't tell you on camera. I don't want to get canceled. Okay, but I know for a
But
fact.
you say it's important to raise your vibration
Yeah.
to attract the right partner. But
Very spiritually.
my
You want to be
vibrator is
spiritual.
at a level 10. So what
But-
am I to do?
But you keep raising your vibration spiritually, then you're going to attract better men.
It's
And
already
you're
at the
going to attract
highest level.
less losers and more quality.
Okay.
So if the losers are coming your way, that means you have work. That's only
You got
if you
low
keep
vibration.
attracting assholes, even if you're angry about it. That means you got work to do. Work on
I
yourself.
love it. I love it. Lazarus, shut the up. What are the biggest red flags that people tend to ignore?
Inconsistency. If they say they're going to call and they don't call, and you still allow them to, stop getting breadcrumbed. Girls are doing this thing which irritates the F out of me. Can I say? Well, I don't say it.
You can fuck, you can punch,
Okay.
you can say you can
So
say balls, you can say
girls-
you can say
Okay,
sausage, you can say testes,
A
you can
guy
say
might take you on one date, disappear, and then 3 weeks later come back, and they're like, "Hey, what's going on?" And that's called breadcrumbing because he was disappeared for 3 weeks. Why do you allow him to keep talking to you without asking you out, going on a next date, and physically getting to see if this is a person that you should spend the rest of your life with? But you breadcrumb. They breadcrumb you. You accept it, and you know what that is? You're filling up their entertainment love tank. It's for them to get a better girl.
wow, yes.
That is the worst thing I've seen so far.
And I think it's running rampant. I think the culture's changing, right? When I was married, we met, we took our time. It was 4 dates before I showed him my punani.
Yeah, 4 days is pretty a long time.
And now people are showing their freaking anus and their front butt over text
Did you?
on the fucking date.
Were you a virgin when you got married?
No, I was not.
Wow.
No, I was not.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I had a bit of a whore face.
Okay. Well, when you're younger and you're in your 20s, you kind of go hog wild, and
That's
that's
right.
how life is.
Okay, so you tell me if you think any of these are red flags. Okay, ready? They drink milk with dinner.
Yes. Red flag. Mommy complex.
Okay. Their mom still cuts their hair.
Oh, you kidding? Total mommy.
They bring a guitar to every party.
Oh, they need They need attention. Yes.
They can't read.
Well, they're illiterate. How are you going to date them in the first place?
Uncircumcised.
This is a toughie. I'm Jewish, so I have a hard time with that one because, we believe in circumcision. The United States believes in circumcision.
Red flag.
You go to England and they're only like 7% circumcised, except for the Jews, or the Arabs. I don't know. It's a preference.
Elephantitis. They have elephantitis.
What is elephantitis?
Thunder sex.
What?
Thunder sex.
Thunder sex?
It's when your sacs grow unusually large. You have a large sac.
I wouldn't be attracted to that, so I don't know.
It's a red flag.
You need to get that fixed, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
They say the man most likely to murder you is your husband.
Oh, yeah, and what about us? Don't we want to murder them?
Do you feel guilty for facilitating that?
No, I do not. Some men need to be killed. Sorry.
But now it's more the man, though, that's murdering the woman.
Okay, if the man's
Look at our prisons.
Okay, if the man's the woman, he hates women. So run. Because why would you them? You just leave and divorce them or get out of there.
But why is it that the man most likely to murder a woman is their husband?
Probably because she's driving him crazy.
Okay.
And he doesn't.
So it's a woman's fault.
Women will sit down and talk about a problem. And they'll try to fix it.
That's right.
We're fixers. Right. But a man avoids his feelings at all costs, especially an avoidant man or a narcissist. So they blame everyone but themselves. So they don't look at themselves. That's why. They need work. They have work to do. They don't even know how to be in touch with their feelings. They probably had a terrible mother and father who didn't teach them the right way to treat women and to love women. But I do believe women feel the same way. So sometimes you drive us crazy. That's all.
What's your advice for ugly people? Do they deserve love too, or no?
There's plastic surgery for everyone. Just listen to Joan Rivers, okay? She said it a long time ago. My hero. Yeah.
Do you think fish ever get thirsty?
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. Why wouldn't they get thirsty? Sexually thirsty or water thirsty?
What hydration I'm in.
Yeah. The smelt get thirsty. They took our water in the fires.
That's right. Why do we have eyebrows? What are they doing up there?
Framing the face.
Like that.
I feel like I'm in a game show. This is kind of funny.
I'm just getting my thoughts together.
Okay. Keep going.
For people in long-term relationships, what's your advice to keep it alive? Drugs?
I think you need, well, you could do, but I think you need date night. I think the biggest mistake in long-term relationships is you're still in your sweats, getting too comfortable. Yeah. I love Netflix too, but it's important to get out of the house. He needs to make the reservation in the plan. Wow. You need to look pretty and smell good. Wow. And have amazing sex when you get home.
Oh my God. I gotta say, in my last marriage, we stopped doing date night.
Well, that's why.
You stop.
I mean, I don't care if you have kids. You put those kids down at 7, 8 o'clock at night. You can have date night in the house. You can make a spa night.
Just leave the kids. They'll be fine.
You can't get a babysitter. Yeah. There's always the bathtub.
What's a healthy amount of sex to be having with your partner?
I'd say quality sex 2-3 times a week, maybe. I mean, you get older, you don't have the drive as much. Yeah. At least once a week. Make it a good Saturday night sex.
Okay, I see. What's the biggest relationship killer besides a micro dick?
Bad breath. Like those people that can't get rid of their breath. The bad breath.
Because it's indicative of gum disease.
It's the gut. It's the gut problem. You have bad microbe in the gut.
Whoa.
You need to go get that fixed.
So that's a red flag.
That's a total red flag.
Okay.
I mean, any type of oral hygiene, or you don't like.
What about resentment?
What about these actors who don't shower? Oh. What is that going? What is that craze? Who started that? I'm like, I don't get it.
But who do we know that doesn't shower? Do you have any gossip on that?
Brad Pitt,
he doesn't shower?
They said that he doesn't
got
shower.
stinky balls?
He said it takes him a really long time to shower, and I was like, who doesn't get in the shower every morning?
That's it's disrespectful.
It's greasy and smelly.
Yeah, because then we got to smell it. We're
sweaty
the ones
balls,
getting UTIs.
baby, sweaty balls.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Okay, you talk about the importance of self-awareness in dating. So how many hours should we be staring at ourselves in the mirror per day?
you can take a good 20 minutes in the mirror in the morning and say, I love you. You're amazing. You're fantastic. We're going to have a great day today.
Wow.
You know, men are attracted to me. Women are attracted to me, whatever sex you are.
They, thems are attractive.
Yeah, them,
What's your thoughts
they're-
on they, thems?
Them, well, you know, people are attracted just in general.
You ever dated a they, them?
No. Or a bi person.
Transgender?
Oh, actually,
Transgender?
No, I have dated a bi person and I didn't like it.
What's
I
your-
didn't find out till very late though.
Really?
His ex-girlfriend told me.
Dating a bi guy, I don't know.
I couldn't. I can't compete with another man. It's bad enough to compete with
That's what I'm
women.
saying.
Yeah.
Like you just.
Women are such cats. Like, can you imagine another person, a guy? It's like, you know, it's like the buffet. Do you want, you know?
Right. It's indecisive.
It's really.
Now, what's the, what is the, you okay? What is the number one way to figure out if a guy's gay?
If he looks at men in the room when you're on a date.
I was going to say if he doesn't eat your cat.
Oh yeah, well that's down the road. Yeah, you mean if he doesn't go downtown?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's gay, right?
Yeah, I would say that's gay.
If a guy doesn't.
Most guys want.
They do.
They want
And
pussy.
if they don't, gay.
Yeah.
I've always said that. I've always said
I'll
that.
tell you another way.
What?
If they only do it doggy style.
Or if they only do a dog style, or if they
Because
always
they don't
want
want to look at your face.
Yes.
Yeah.
They want to look at your anus.
Yeah. They want they want a guy. They're fantasizing about a
Oh
guy
my
because
God.
they're looking at the ass.
Okay. You said not to settle in relationships. So if he's rich but he has a disgusting laugh, should I keep looking?
No, I mean, look at Kamala. She had a weird laugh.
Disgusting laugh.
But it may not be disgusting when these other things turn you on. So you just ignore it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you talk a lot about deal breakers.
Yeah. Mhm.
What's a deal breaker?
There are a lot of deal breakers. Like if you're Christian
Okay.
and
Deal breaker.
Yeah, and you're dating a Jew and that person says you can't have a Christmas tree in the house, that's a deal breaker. If you want kids and they don't, if you want to be married and they don't, if you want to live in LA and they want to live in, Sri Lanka, no. Like, I mean, think about it. There are lots of deal breakers. There are internal deal breakers and external deal breakers. There's physical deal breakers. Like, I like tall guys. I can't date short. I'm not attracted to them. I've tried a million times. Doesn't work.
Really?
It's a deal breaker to
All
me.
right. I'm going to list some stuff. You tell me if you think it's a deal breaker. Crocs.
No, that's okay.
He called his mom hot.
Hawk? That's a deal
Hot.
breaker. That's a deal breaker.
Hot.
Oh, that's a deal breaker.
HOT.
Well, actually, if they say that my mom's beautiful, that's okay. Hot seems a little incestuous to me.
He drives a 2004 Toyota Corolla, but says it's ironic.
No, that's a deal breaker.
He tells you he's an entrepreneur, but he works at a vape shop.
He's a deal breaker. Unless he owns the vape shop.
He claps when the plane lands.
No, that's not a deal breaker. That's actually funny. Claps when what is he, like, afraid to fly?
He's just, I guess, celebrating the.
Obviously, this is
landing.
somebody you dated, right? Who clapped?
No, this is not personal.
Okay, sure. Okay. Wink, wink, wink. Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
He says, I don't believe in monogamy, but you're different.
He's probably lying. That's a deal breaker. He's lying.
He's married, but he says it's basically over and they only live together for the dog.
No, that's a deal breaker and he's lying.
He doesn't believe in banks.
Bangs?
Banks.
Oh, banks? Oh, that's a total deal breaker.
Okay.
He's an idiot.
All right. He lied about his age. He's actually 74, but he has a yacht.
That's not a deal breaker.
Okay.
Everybody else lies about their age.
He's a self-made millionaire, but it's from selling counterfeit designer bags.
Who cares?
Okay.
That's like really in. The working's happening.
So drug dealer? Fine.
No.
He's got a lot of
Drug
money?
dealer would be a deal breaker.
That's where we
That's
cross the
illegal.
line.
That's illegal.
Okay. He's got kids he doesn't talk to, but he swears it's because they're jealous of his lifestyle.
That's the worst deal breaker. Yeah.
He tells you you're the most beautiful woman he's ever met, but only from one side.
Deal breaker.
Deal breaker. Okay.
Yeah, he's probably ugly as sin and a 0 on a scale from 1 to 10.
Okay, so Patti, I want to introduce you to my assistant who you met briefly, Lazarus.
Hi.
Lazarus, come on out.
You gonna come sit next to me?
Lazarus has struggled for many, many years to find love. I think you want to go closer. Patti,
Closer,
do we need-
closer. Come sit here. Come sit
Okay.
here. I won't bite you. I won't bite you.
Okay, so he has struggled. He
Okay.
has struggled. He struggled to find love. He
Gay's
struggled
hard.
to find.
Gay town's hard. It's hard here, isn't
It's
it?
very hard.
Isn't it hard in LA? Are you in West Hollywood? Where are you?
I live in Sherman Oaks.
Oh, you live here. That's even better. So that's way better.
Yeah.
Because like West Hollywood's such a scene and then nobody gets anywhere. Every one of my friends who lives there is like, I'm like, why don't you have men? There are men everywhere. He's like, you don't know what it's like here. They're all cats. Like nobody wants a relationship.
Yeah, I'm not looking for a man.
What are you looking for?
A woman.
Oh, you want a woman. That's even better.
He's straight. He's
Yeah, I'm straight.
Wait, you're straight?
Yeah.
I didn't even know because those nails, I was.
Oh no, I'm just in my femininity era.
Have you been with men?
No.
Okay. All right, cool. That's interesting. What kind of woman do you like?
I want someone that has good Christian values.
Got it. So are you going to church?
Yes, I love the Lord.
So what happened? Did you meet anyone at church?
No, not yet. I went on a date with a girl recently, but it just
what happened,
What
Lazarus?
happened? Tell me the date.
like I was telling Pam, like we went to the to the bedroom and it just wouldn't, it just didn't work.
How many dates did you have?
Like 2.
When you say it didn't work, does that mean?
Did you mean you didn't get hard?
Yeah.
Okay. You sure you're not gay?
Yeah.
Have you been with men?
No.
Tell me the truth. Look me in the
No.
eye. Have you wanted to be with a man?
No.
Okay. So have you had a girlfriend?
Yes, in high school.
How long? How many years?
6 months.
6 months. Okay.
What happened?
So maybe
there?
was she not pretty, this girl you went on a date
No,
with?
she was really beautiful. Like I loved her. We literally, these are actually her leggings that I have on.
Okay. All righty. Okay. Well, then she's not the one. Let's go on to the next one. So, but you met her at church? Where'd you meet her?
Yes, I met her at church, the First Baptist in Inglewood.
Okay.
And
Oh, that's
hit
what I
it-
mean. Okay.
Yeah, we hit it off. It was amazing, actually. Yeah.
So just keep going back to church. If you met someone at church, you'll meet another person at church.
Yeah.
That's where those women are, the ones you like.
Yeah, I really just want someone that's modest, that's really about our.
Modest, but you try to have sex with her on the second date?
It was just like, I don't know. It was just, it just felt right at the time.
Okay, but modest.
Yeah.
Modest and you're getting naked.
Patty, what should we do about Lazarus' wardrobe choice?
Well, I think you should butch up a bit if you like women.
Okay.
I think
Butch
you
up.
should-
Isn't butch for
butch-
lesbians?
Like butch up gets more rugged. I think you should get rugged. I think that you need to be like maybe in trousers and a button-down shirt.
Okay.
I do love this. This I love.
Yes, always gotta keep
keep.
Jesus
You
close to
can
my
keep
breast.
this. You can keep that. Okay. And do you have to have the nails?
I just like it because it's just like cool. I feel like.
But don't you think it signals to women that you like boys? And then if you take that off and just give yourself a nice manicure, really nice one, they'll see you more as that,
Well, I don't think nails should mean anything about sexuality, though.
Yeah, but
That's what Pam was telling me.
I like them personally.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah.
But I think it might signal to boys. Are guys coming on to you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, that might be because of the nails. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think you should butch-up yourself. Button-down shirt, trousers, and some really good boots. And I think I
What
don't
kind
mind
of
this
woman
or
are you
anything.
attracted to, Lazarus?
I like
Aesthetically.
exotic girls. I like, people
How
that
about the body shape?
very thick in the
Like,
waist.
you want big boobs?
Big boobs.
And big butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're like, is it like a Lizzo type, or what are we going for?
It's more like a Nicki Minaj.
Oh, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, I love Nicki Minaj. I'm a big
And
Barb.
Cardi B too.
No, I'm a big Barb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Nicki Minaj is a celebrity crush.
So your biggest, okay, you know what? I had one more really nice question.
Celebrity crush, Nicki Minaj. Did she look like Nicki Minaj, the girl, the other day?
No.
Who'd she look like?
Like Patti LaBelle a little bit.
Okay. Is she older?
Yes.
Okay, you need younger.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm 23.
Oh, yeah. So you need like in the 20s.
Yeah.
How old was she, in her 30s?
She was in her 40s, 42 to be exact. Almost Pamela's age, 42, right? Because you're what, 41?
I'm not 41, I'm 25.
I'm sorry. That was funny.
What are we laughing at? Guys, can we cut that bit? Patrick, can you cut the bit where they say 41?
Okay.
Okay, take it again. What are you, 25? Right?
Pamela, what are you, like 25,
Yeah.
right? Oh my God, she's so young. Beautiful. Look at her skin.
Yeah. But you like this older woman.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
But maybe that's why you didn't get a heart, because she's older. You need to stay in your own age group. Stay in your own age lane.
So, there's questions from the audience. Okay.
Audience questions.
What's your big beef with Trish Paytas?
I don't remember this. I know everybody said she was on my show. And was it during, I don't remember. Was it during, because I really like her. I follow her on TikTok.
Okay.
And I should apologize because I don't even know what I did. I think that I was
They say you shamed her.
I think I was because I don't fat shame anyone. They tell me what they want. And then I tell them.
Do you feel shamed, Lazarus?
No, I feel encouraged.
No,
And he's fat?
I didn't say anything fat about him.
Well, I'm lost weight, so.
Yeah, he lost 10 pounds. Wait, can I finish? Because this bothers me, this Trish Paytas. I have to go back and look at the video. I think it was in recruiting. And when they tell me what they want, in order to get what they want, I have to tell them. So like, for instance, at that time in that era, straight hair was really in. But we all came back with curls now.
Okay.
And millionaire men, is only for millionaires. Millionaire men were only asking for straight hair.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
And the redhead thing, which I apologize.
Oh, I
which I
do love
told them
girls
I
with
was a
red.
redhead for 2 years. So, yeah. So I
So
apologize.
wait, what are millionaire?
Trisha, I apologize, Trisha, and I should look at the video because I follow you on TikTok, and I know you're doing that Broadway thing. And congratulations.
Yeah, let's go ahead. If you could just look at the camera,
Okay.
give her an official
Okay.
apology. Try to
Trish-
make it right because
right.
it's going to look bad on me that
Okay.
I'm even talking to
Okay.
you because
Okay.
the whole Trisha
Okay.
Paytas thing. People think you hate people.
No, I don't.
They
hate
think you
people.
can want to murder people.
I don't hate that people at all. I don't have any problem with that.
Tell it to
I'm
Lazarus.
I'm
Tell
a
that to
Lizzo
Lazarus.
fan. And I was upset when that happened for her because I was like, she was mean. They said she was mean to the girls around her who were also heavy. I was like, I'm
Trisha
sorry.
Paytas was?
No,
Oh,
Lizzo.
Lizzo.
Okay, so Trisha, I'm going to look at the video. I don't remember this. I've been following you on TikTok. Congratulations on your Broadway
Congratulations,
show.
Trisha.
But I want to just tell you something. If I did anything wrong, I apologize. And I'd love to meet you in person and take you out for dinner with you and your husband. You look adorable as a couple. I love you.
Waking up.
I love people.
What? And I love fat people. Well, I don't call them fat people. I don't like that word.
Okay.
I like people
Plus
that,
size?
I like people that like food because I love food.
I love
I
food.
love
Oh my
food,
God.
too.
Yes, I love Chick-fil-A.
Wait, I
love
love
food.
food.
I love food.
I love food.
I'm going to actually start a
Do
cooking
you guys both
series.
love food?
I cook, so I'm going to do a cooking series on TikTok. I'm doing this
No
whole
way.
thing right now, right?
What
We're
kind of
not-
stuff are you cooking?
I cook everything from barbecue to crock pot to Asian.
Oh my
I have
God.
all the gadgets. I just bought a rotisserie chicken thing
fine.
because I don't like the chickens in the stores because they put all the antibiotics and all
They
the fillers.
feed 'em
and,
literal
right.
garbage.
And so there's no healthy chickens
Yeah.
out there that taste decent.
That's
so I'm
what I
making
eat.
my own rotisserie chicken.
Would
from
you say,
now.
Lazarus?
I need a woman that can cook.
I love to cook.
Wait a
that was
minute.
the one thing that every man that I ever dated never left me because I cook good.
Hold on, because you're single and
Yeah.
you're single.
Yeah.
He's taller than
He's
you.
too young for me.
You love people.
He'd be like my child. He's too young. He has to date in his lane, in his age lane.
I like older women.
No, you're dating in your age lane.
I don't know. I'm not scared of a cougar.
Okay, you didn't get hard for the 40-year-old. You're not going to get hardy for me. So
I don't
there-
know if you cook a good lamb chop. I don't know. It might work out.
Okay, we'll talk. We'll talk later. Okay, we'll talk later. Okay. I feel bad about the Trisha thing. It really upset me.
Well, you made it right.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm the same way. Like if someone's pissed at me, it like ruins my fucking day.
I'm
'Cause
like,
I don't want people
I don't
to think
even
I'm
know
a.
what I did. And my assistant's gonna have to pull up. And I think does she live in Malibu? I saw her. She lives here because I saw her like around the west side somewhere.
Are you the one from Millionaire Matchmaker?
Yes, I am.
Boobs.
What about them?
That's all they said.
I have big boobs. Yes, 34 double D, and they're natural.
You love it.
And they're spectacular.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I love that. Love me some big
Remember
old
the days of
titties.
Howard Stern where they used to show you their boobs? Can't do that
Oh my
anymore.
God.
Can't do that anymore.
Or can we?
That left
Show
the
us
city.
your boobs. Show us your boobs. Show us your boobs. Show us your boobs. Patty, imagine if you just flashed us.
I'm not doing it. It's okay.
Okay.
I'll flash.
That would be funny, and then we blur it out.
Yeah, that's not happening. Okay, but
That
that's
would
good.
be funny.
Okay.
If Patty
All
just.
right. Okay.
Okay.
But Howard
okay.
Stern used to do that all the time.
I
He
know.
can't, he can't
The
do that
times
now.
have changed.
He's like a grandpa now. Go on.
Okay. Please thank her for always saying the things we're all thinking.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, Trisha Paytas.
Okay. Someone else says, do you regret shaming your clients on national TV?
I did not shame them. I said, if you want a millionaire, they want X. If Leonardo DiCaprio came into my office, could I give her a heavy person? Would he give me $100,000 to give him a heavy person? No. It was about the millionaire, female or male, and what they wanted. It had nothing to do with me.
Okay. What do
That's what a matchmaker does. We give the client what they want.
Preach.
Wake it up.
Preach.
Wake it up.
We
Preach.
matchmaking
Wake it up.
tell me
Preach.
different.
Wake it up.
Preach.
Wake it up.
Preach.
Wake it up.
Preach.
Wake it up.
Preach.
Wake it up.
Okay, wait. So what are millionaires looking for now?
Well, it's a little different now. There's gay millionaires, there's straight millionaires, there's bi millionaires, and there's trans millionaires. Like everybody's different now. So the world is different. But when it came
There's
to
trans millionaires?
Like Caitlyn Jenner.
That's legal?
yeah, male or female, whatever they're transitioning to, and they sometimes switch back. I've had.
What's up with Caitlyn Jenner?
Well, I don't understand why she's for MAGA. I don't get that. They don't like the LGBTQ
saying.
did I miss a letter community, and I don't really understand it.
Did she miss a letter?
I don't know the letters.
I don't remember because you're young because you're in your 20s.
Well, I don't know. I don't really get the whole
Them, they,
the gay stuff. I don't know. Like I'm a man. I like women. You need a man. And
I figure you're in your 20s, you would know because I always miss a letter. But anyway, the gay community, MAGA doesn't really like the gay community, and they don't like the trans, and they made these commercials against them. I think it's horrible. People should be what they want to be.
Yeah.
That's right.
Stop interfering in someone's sexuality and who they
Period.
want to be. I mean, I understand like kids under 18, you shouldn't transition them until you have like a doctor and somebody who really knows what they're doing, because that's different. But when
Your
you're
brains aren't
18,
fully developed.
yeah, the
Wait till
brains
they're, old and can
I'm
make
not
that
saying
decision.
that they shouldn't. One of the kids, it's a really cool story. I had a TV show, as we know, $1 Million Matchmaker on We, and a trans girl came on. I fell in love with her. I did a makeover, and she's like, I have something to tell you. She's like, I went to your high school.
Oh my God.
And she said, and I was queen of the prom. My gay best friend put me in, and I was queen of the prom. Sony's making a movie on it.
Oh my God,
And
that's
I
so
thought,
cool.
but I was like, did you do bottom surgery? She goes, I did top and she goes, I got my boobs in and I did bottom surgery. And she was a teenager in high school, and her parents were okay with that.
I love that.
You know,
That's
so
amazing.
but I mean, and she loves
that?
being a girl.
Period.
She loves being a girl. So who are we to tell people what not to do? I don't get that.
That's right. Oh, what was like the craziest experience you had on Millionaire Matchmaker?
My mixer and doing it myself. I hated it.
Tell me
Hated
why.
it.
Why?
I hate it. Well, my friends brought the men in, and they were the worst bunch of men I ever saw. I would never fix me up with these people. So it was my manager, my assistant, and my best friend. They all sucked. And then I didn't like the guy that I went away with. We were friends. We became friends after that. But I wasn't attracted to any of them. And I was thinking like, this is like, it was so boring.
Yeah.
And I wanted to run away.
Right. Okay. That sounds terrible.
Yeah. But watch that episode because it's funny.
Okay. Put up with a guy that still hasn't proposed after 6 weeks. Or sorry, let me take that again. Patrick, cut that. Patrick.
Okay.
Put up with a guy that hasn't proposed in 6 years.
You don't date.
Or bail.
You don't date anyone like that does. You only
Well,
give
they did. They're 6 years in. What does she
so
do?
you only give a guy a year. That's it. That's it. At 9 months is negotiation. Like
Is that black or white?
Yeah, it's black or white.
Is that
Black
Lazarus or
unless
Pamela?
you're in college. You got to be I'll say over 21 because you're in college. It's different. Everybody's broke. But like you're now in the world making money.
Okay, yeah,
so
I'm
here's
25.
The deal.
Like, what am I going to do?
The average median age of marriage is 29. But the statistic is that you give a guy more than a year, he takes advantage of it because men are like dogs. They become creatures of habit and they'll take advantage. So a woman at 9 months wants to get married. She says, what's your plan? This is in my book, Become Your Own Matchmaker. You can get it on Amazon. What's your plan? And he will like, what do you mean? Like you say nothing and you let him linger there. And you go, look, I'm looking for a man who wants to get married. This is great. I had a great time with you. But, you know, if you don't have a plan for this, then I'm taking my stuff out of your house next Thursday, you know, and I just can't be with you anymore.
What if the guy, well, how long should you date before you move in? Or should you be proposed before you move in?
This is the thing. I don't think you should ever move in
Ever.
until you're engaged.
Live separately.
And the wedding date's set up.
I agree.
What do you think about couples who are life partners but they don't live together?
Couples, wait, slow down. The couples are life
Partner, even
Oh yeah,
even
they're
husband and wife,
married.
but they
Wait, somebody
They don't
famous
live
just
together.
talked about that. They live in separate homes. I know people that live on compounds where they have a house next to each other, and that works for
like
them.
it. You get your own space.
If it works for
Will
you,
and Jada.
If it works for you,
Will's
it works
gay.
for you. But I don't like, you know, in the Crown and
You
stuff.
think Will Smith is gay?
Yeah, I don't like in the you don't like in the Crown or in back in they do it today, but also back in the other generations, you would have separate bedrooms. I don't like that.
You don't.
That
Do you
wouldn't
think
be
Will
that
Smith
would,
is gay?
I feel like the connection is lost. What?
Will Smith gay?
I can't say, but what do you think? I think. I don't want to put anyone down like today.
It's not down. We're not putting them down.
I think he is. I
Being
think he's
gay, there's something down about being gay.
I think they're both bi, and I just think they're
Just be open with who you
yeah,
are.
I
It's
think
nothing
they
wrong.
are.
I'm saying,
But I
Will,
mean,
come
if
out.
he's hanging out at those Diddy parties, you know,
Gay.
that's why I said that.
It's nothing wrong with being gay. Like being gay is okay. I think you just need to be yourself.
Your gay.
You think it's okay, Lazarus, to be gay?
Yes, own your gayness.
Own it.
Own it, girl. Be
If you're
who
gay, get out of the closet.
Be who you are.
But like, I don't understand, like, what's going to happen to you at this stage and age. Back then, you couldn't get a job if you were gay. Life has changed. And
right.
the gay mafia is here to stay, and they ain't going anywhere.
Why do you think some people are still in the closet then? What do you think's going on with that? Let's talk about gay people who are in the closet.
I think that when they want to get married and have kids, they have this image they can't do it in Gayville. Like, they're not lesbians. You know, lesbians are more likely to do it than gay men.
Lazarus, do you want kids?
I love kids. I want 3 kids. Yes.
Yeah, he wants to procreate. So a lot of times they get married to procreate. But they're really having it on the lowdown in the back door.
And it's so sad.
You know, it's like sad because they don't think they're going to find a gay man that's going to want the same type of lifestyle. I mean, there's not a lot of them.
Let's see.
There are
Lazarus,
men
what are your
that are
thoughts on
married
that?
that are gay, but there are not a lot of them, I will say.
What are your thoughts on that, Lazarus?
I just feel like people should be who they are.
Yeah, me
and we're in
too.
a different time.
Different time, way
We
different
should not
time.
be ashamed. If you like men and you're a man, that's okay.
What's wrong with that?
What is wrong with that? Like,
I'm saying.
girl, put your records on, play your favorite song.
Do you think this is like against Jesus and Christianity?
No, 'cause
No.
look, I grew up Christian.
I
I grew up Christian, but I don't really subscribe so much anymore. I'm way
you know
more
that-
open-minded. I want to keep my gay followers. Shout out to y'all.
But you
Love
know that
y'all.
the
I love you.
fundamentalists don't
I love
believe,
you,
you know that the
gays,
fundamentalists
gays.
and the Mormons and the Arab community, the Muslim community don't believe in it. I don't think in Judaism we even talk about gay. I think everybody's got a gay brother at the table.
Everybody's got a gay
I
brother.
have a
Do you
gay
know
family
that-
member.
Everyone's got a gay assistant.
Want to hear the weirdest thing? I'm adopted. I found out who my biological family is on both sides of the street. And my older brother, who lived 10 blocks from me in New York, was a famous model and died of AIDS, and he was gay. And I was so bummed out I never got to meet him. So bummed out.
That's terrible.
I know.
Okay, what is the worst thing any of the millionaires have asked for, and have you ever turned them down?
I have a famous millionaire that I cannot say, but you would know
Say
who he
it.
is. I'll tell you afterwards. And he begs me for fake boobs. He doesn't like real boobs, and they must be bisexual.
I like that.
And I said, no, I can't do this. I didn't take him as a client.
I love that you did that.
No, I didn't take him as a
How
client.
much do they pay you?
They were going to pay me 200 grand on that.
Get out of here.
No, and I said no.
200 grand for you to set up a mixer? And just meet
It wasn't a mixer. It was more one-on-one. But I was not going to screen for bisexuality. Like, the way he was doing it, it felt deviant. It didn't feel like a holistic environment. And he was non-monogamous and polyamorous.
Oh, God.
And I don't like that.
Sex addict.
I'm not against polyamory, but I don't want to be involved in that in matchmaking.
I would love to talk to you about that. But real quick, the fake breast request is weird because you'd think I just want some big milk wagons. That's one thing.
I love
but to be like they have to be silicone,
to be.
odd.
Gay.
when I tell you who it
gay.
is, you're going to die. I'll tell you
Oh,
later.
God.
Richard Pryor.
They need to.
He's white, the person. Okay.
White
White
wait.
man's-
Oh, I had something to ask. He was really good. Oh my God. Oh, polyamory.
Yes. What about it?
Let's talk about it. Open
I've
marriages.
been asked so many times to swing, and I say no.
Every time?
I'm grossed out by it.
I'm
like,
the,
I
I'm
lo-
the same. I'm the same.
I'm fascinated in watching it, like that polyamory show on Showtime. I'm obsessed with it. Anything in polyamory, I'm obsessed with. Like, I was watching 3 Women, and there's a character in there that's polyamory, and I just went, I can't do it, but I love watching.
No, I know. It's like
I'm
a
like
guilty pleasure.
I'm a voyeur in that department.
yeah.
I have nothing against it,
totally.
but it wouldn't work for
But
me.
it's
I'm very.
Lazarus, how do you feel about
I'm jealous.
polyamory?
I kind of like polyamory. I don't know. I'm kinky, so I like it all.
Okay.
I'm jealous though. It wouldn't work.
Same. I fucking
I'd be like, if I saw my husband have sex with someone better than me, I'd be like, we are so over. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I think I would love to like hook up with like other married couples, like, you know.
You mean go on a retreat and have fun like a vacation?
Yeah.
And you swinging from the trees like
Okay, so
Tarzan?
you would hook up with married couples.
Yes.
The two,
Would you be with
the
somebody,
woman and the man?
Would you be with somebody?
No, I want us all to be together.
So you'd be the throuple. You'd be the middle of the throuple.
Yeah.
Okay, so he'd be a throuple.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's the special person they all fawn over.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I love that, honestly. Love is love.
fun.
Love
Okay.
wins.
If you could give someone who's looking for love out there, because Lord knows we all are,
Yeah.
one piece of advice,
Okay.
what would it be?
Have faith.
Mm.
Have faith.
Meaning,
Have faith that Rumi said, the famous poet philosopher, what you are seeking is seeking you. So if you're looking, that person that you're looking for is out there looking for you, and eventually quantum physics says you will meet. Just be positive and have faith. It might take some time, but it'll be worth it in the end.
wow. Can you explain quantum physics?
Well, we live in a simulation and a matrix. If you watch the Matrix, it's really true, actually. They're scientifically proving it every day. And that your
What
thoughts,
exactly does
our
that mean?
thoughts travel.
Okay.
So like animals in the wild. So let's say a lion sent off a scent he wants to mate, and all the lionesses come around.
Right.
They know that's where he's at. Well, the same thing is with us. We're thinking, I want to be married. I want to be in love. I want to have the greatest love life, blah, blah, blah. Eventually, the universe will yield because the energy's traveling around the universe to find that person.
You okay,
Yeah.
Lazarus?
That just hit. That's just really it for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that good?
Yes,
Okay.
like having faith. I know the right moment's out there for me, and I'm so excited. Oh my God, just to be a soccer dad and like.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's not fun to be a soccer dad. You love it, right? You're
Yeah.
a soccer mom, right?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. It's fun.
Right. It's just like, it's so relaxing and calming. Yeah.
Now, is there anything else that you'd want to say? I love that. Have faith.
Have faith.
Do you think you should believe in God? Do you believe in God?
I mean, I believe in a higher power.
Higher power, same.
I believe in the creator.
Yeah.
There's a creator, I believe. I don't believe in a religious God. Too much dogma and too much, hate and wars are fought over it. I don't like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to leave our viewers with?
Well, I just think that it's a tough time right now. We're in a lot of chaos.
Yeah.
Politically, romantically,
Right.
work-wise, but just follow your dreams. Like don't stay on the negative road. If like the apps are pulling you down, get off the apps. If the news
But follow me on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook.
No, I meant the dating
and
apps.
TikTok.
I meant that if the apps are dating or pulling you down, I mean that. Or if the news is pulling you, into a negative place, like dark place, get out of your dark. Do one thing a day that makes you happy.
Oh,
if it
I
means
like
taking
that.
a bath, eating a piece of
Yes.
chocolate, taking a walk, watching your
Yes.
favorite TV show, but give that 1 hour a day to you. Like
Okay.
make a you moment.
I like that.
And spend some time thinking about what you really want.
I love
and
that.
getting into the feeling place of what you want. And remembering, like if your ex hurt you, but there was great moments with him that you loved,
Yeah.
take out the hurt. And you can visualize him doing that again. Okay. And what you'll get is either him or better will come back.
I want to ask you this real quick. I know you have to be somewhere.
Okay.
You're going on a date with a doctor. I'm excited to hear about that.
A doctor.
Okay. But I want to know, well, how do you feel about people taking their exes back? Does it work? Does it ever work? Do you advise against it?
I don't.
I'm not asking for me.
Okay.
I'm asking for someone else. That
I
wrote
do
in.
not agree that it's absolutes. It depends on the case. It depends how much work you both have done. And sometimes exes work again. Sometimes people get married 1 or 2 times to the same person because they went out and they tried what's out there and they realized they had the best thing they ever had and they're appreciating it. As long as they're in appreciation zone and they've grown, I'm okay for it.
What if he's a gambling addict who has an escort addiction?
And did he get over it?
He says he did.
Okay, well, if you got over it, you can give him a chance, but you got to guard your heart until it's safe because he could hurt you again. Addiction is very hard to get over.
Interesting.
Yeah, addiction
So would
is
you ever
probably one of
date an addict again, even if they're in recovery? If they're in recovery?
No.
If they're in recovery?
No, dry drunk. Dry drunk syndrome.
Dry drunk is
I
a
don't
no?
want dry drunks, no.
Really?
A lot of dry drunks in recovery. I have dated recovery before. It doesn't work for me. I need someone who doesn't have addiction issues.
Okay. And in today's day and age, very hard.
In
everyone's,
LA?
everyone's addicted to something.
Hello, it's the land of
Everyone's addicted to something.
It's the land
right?
of rehab we
I know.
live in. We live in the land of rehab.
It's not just alcohol. It's not just drugs. It's food. It's sex. It's porn. It's shopping. It's social media.
Because they're all hiding
Gambling.
something. They're hiding who they actually are. That's why they're drinking.
The reason they're addicted to whatever they're addicted to
Lazarus,
is they're
expand more on
they're
that.
not happy with themselves.
No, they're not happy with themselves.
You want somebody who's happy with themselves. You want somebody who sees life and understands, like, we're not here for very long.
Girl, you're preaching. Oh my
She is
God.
preaching.
Were
She's
you
like,
like
why
a
do you
preach?
think
She was like a preacher in
Why
her
do you
last
think I
life.
shake those? Why do you think I brought shake them, shake them, shake, shake, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, woo, shake them, woo, shake them.
Oh my
woo.
God, we should go
Shake
like
them.
out to the club. Or
Oh my
something
God,
later.
you guys, we should. Okay, I will. I need to go dancing. Do you ever go dancing?
You know, I haven't in a long time, but
I would love to do that.
I went in November to St. Bart's, and it was a lot of fun.
Isn't it fun? I went
Yeah.
out with my friends the other week. We just danced till 4 a.m. It was so much fun.
And it's such a good workout.
So fun.
We used,
Such a good
'cause
workout.
when we were younger,
Yes.
we didn't have Ozempic. We had the
Yes.
dance floor.
That's right.
And we
That's
lost
right.
20 pounds.
And cocaine.
And Quaaludes. Well, that might be before your time. Anyway,
Well, Patti Stanger, thank you so much for
No
coming.
problem.
I really
Having a
appreciate
great
it.
time with
You're an
you.
amazing guest.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you want to say? Is there anything you have coming out?
I got my fragrance, which I gave you.
Oh my God, it looks so good.
I gave the
can you grab me
Matchmaker
that
fragrance.
fragrance real quick.
That's a couples kit.
Thank you so much.
You got to pick which one you're going to give it to, the other side.
Wait, so tell
One's
me,
for
tell
men
me
and one's
about
for-
your fragrance.
It's a pheromone, so it attracts the opposite sex, whether you're male or female. And then I also have a gay version, which also does that. But you got a couples kit.
You have a gay version?
Gay version, yeah, for pheromones. Yes. So that is also, you got to give to the guy that you're dating.
I'm so sorry. Okay, I will.
See, the black side is for the men, the females, the red side's for the woman.
Can I smell the black side?
Does
You can open it if you want.
it make you like horny?
It makes the other person really horny.
Makes the other person horny.
Yeah, and
It's
they
the
come towards you.
pheromones.
Like you wear it in the grocery store, at the gas station. It doesn't matter. And they'll
my
smell
God.
it. And even if the fragrance goes away, it's still in your skin, so it's still working.
This is so cool. This is
Yeah,
such a
it's
good
scientific.
idea.
It's very scientific.
Oh shit!
Here,
You
give
want
him
to
the
smell
black.
the black one?
I like the black one.
Oh, that smells nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'd
good.
f-
It has a little
bottle.
more vanilla in it.
Just stick it right up there.
Good.
Okay. So wait, because I like the black one.
I love that one.
I like the black
that.
one.
Oh my God. I
But
love
this-
it.
This is nice, but this is for, so I wear it, but the man will like this?
Yeah.
So like a straight man will like that smell. Lazarus, give that a smell.
Well, it's the black one for me. It's giving. The black one's giving.
Can you smell the one for the straight man?
Wow, I love this.
They're different. They're just
I
different.
love that one. It smells
Yeah.
like my grandma.
Here you go.
I love it.
You
Yeah,
like
no.
this one?
Yeah, yeah.
I can get you the gay one then. It attracts
Me, the gay
men.
one, or
the gay one smells
Lazarus?
more like.
Why would you give me the
sorry.
gay one?
No,
I was
I
straight.
said
I didn't
her
say-
the gay one.
Yeah, no, I thought
Pam, I'm
thought you meant you
straight.
give.
No, I gave you the gay one because
I thought you said you give Lazarus
no,
the gay
no,
one.
you because you want to attract another man. So it's
Got
it's
it.
kind of similar to that one. They're similar actually. The black one.
This
Why
is
would
nice.
she give me the gay one?
No, I gave it to you.
Wow,
Talking
but
about
this
you.
attracts men.
'Cause that attracts
this
men
attracts,
either
This
way.
attracts
Yeah.
women.
No, that attracts men.
This attracts men. This
That
attracts,
attracts
women.
women, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need the
the
I need
black one. He wants the black one. You said.
Why do you want the black? The black
'Cause
one
it-
attracts
women.
women.
He wants women.
I want a woman.
right.
I like the V, not the P.
got it.
Yes.
Yes.
I keep forgetting. Well, anything else, Patti?
No, I think we're good.
Lazarus? Any?
You can get my book, Become Your Own Matchmaker, on Amazon. If
Oh.
you want to learn how to get the guy to commit or how to get you the ring.
Ooh.
Oh, I love it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, well, thank you so much, Patti Stanger, everyone. Woo!
Yes.
Yes.